high-level committee meet to discuss Lanka resolution on the 20th of March. Jewelry showrooms across the city remain closed for 3 days from today in protest against Budget 2012. Jayalalitha's letter to the Prime Minister continue as the safety of Tamil Nadu fishermen and Mullaipira issue are of primary concern. Headless dead body in a shattered state found amid sack bags in the GT Express bound to Chennai. Anxious parents queue up outside private schools overnight for application forms. Hello and welcome to Headlines Now with me, Deepthi. Let's have a look at the national headlines. The 100th was the toughest, says Sachin Tendulkar in his first interview after hitting the milestone. Says the World Cup is the biggest high of his career. Why did the 2611 Pakistani Commission ask permission to cross-examine Indian officials in the case when the government had already rejected the request? An Apple mania sets off in New York as the latest iPad goes on sale. News in detail. The DMK has announced the convening of its high-level committee meeting on the 20th of March to discuss the UN resolution against Sri Lanka. India has already been under much pressure from Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu to support the US-sponsored resolution against Sri Lanka for alleged war crimes. Party chief M. Karunanidhi will chair the meeting. The high-level committee is scheduled at a time when DMK has been adopting a hot-cold stand on its 8-year-old ally Congress. Asked if he would review his party's support to the centre if it failed to concede to its demand in the UNHRC, Karunanidhi had said he cannot take a decision by himself and that the executive would decide on it. Voicing serious concern over continued attacks on Indian fishermen allegedly by the Lankan Navy, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha has written to the Prime Minister. She's urged him to hold talks with the Sri Lankan President Rajapakse and take steps to stop the continued attacks on the fishermen. She stressed that the attacks still continue as this isn't being considered as a national issue. Jayalalitha said she wished to reinstate that the consistent policy of her government was to restore the fishing rights of the Indian fishermen in their traditional fishing areas in the Park Bay waters where they have been traditionally fishing from time immemorial. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha requested Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to order the Ministry of Water Resources to delete the objectionable clauses from the draft legislation on dam safety. She added that her apprehensions were genuine and if they were not addressed, it would amount to taking away control over the maintenance of the dam from the state which owns the dam, consequently affecting hundreds of farmers and agriculture production. She made the request to delete the objectionable clauses in the dam safety bill pointed out by the government of Tamil Nadu from the draft bill so that the interests of Tamil Nadu are fully protected, urging an immediate response from the centre. Union Minister G.K. Vasan urged the state government to curb the Kudamkulam protests with an iron fist. He alleged that the protesters are deceiving locals of Kudamkulam with false facts and instilling fear in them. He said this taking part in the screening of a short film produced to make a propaganda on why the Kudamkulam plant is inevitable and highlighting its safety features.
தொடர்ந்து 9 மாத காலமாக இந்த அணுமின் நிலையத்தை திறக்க வேண்டும். அதன் அடிப்படையிலே தமிழகத்தினுடைய மின் தட்டுப்பாடு குறைய வேண்டும். தமிழ் மக்கள் இருளிலே மூழ்காமல் வெளிச்சத்துக்கு வர வேண்டும் என்று மத்திய அரசு முயற்சித்து வருகிறது. இதற்கு தடையாக எதிர்ப்பாளர்கள் கூட்டம் என்ற பெயரிலே கூடங்குளத்திலே ஒரு சிலர் தேச நலன் கருதாமல் தமிழகத்தினுடைய நலன் கருதாமல் தொடர்ந்து பொய் பிரச்சாரம் செய்து கொண்டு இதற்கு முற்றுக்கட்டையாக தடையாகவே இருந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். மத்திய அரசும் தமிழக மக்களை இந்த பிரச்சனையிலிருந்து மீட்பதற்காக தொடர் முயற்சியிலே ஈடுபட்டுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றது.
Vasan also remarked that the budget 2012 is a futuristic one past. aimed at achieving a high growth rate in all sectors. He also expressed happiness over the allocation of 5,000 crores towards upgrading shipping infrastructure.
அனைத்து தரப்பினருடைய எண்ணங்களை பல்வேறு நிலைகளிலே பிரதிபலிக்கும் வகையிலே அமைந்திருக்கின்ற நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையாக அமையப்பெற்றிருக்கின்றது. மொத்தத்திலே இந்த அறிக்கை இன்றைய இந்திய நாட்டினுடைய வருங்கால வளர்ச்சிக்கு அடித்தளமாக அமையக்கூடிய நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையாக இருக்கும் என்று கருதுகிறேன்.
Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has assured Jayalalitha that the state government will be informed about the visits of Sri Lankan VIPs and other dignitaries in advance. Singh's response follows Jayalalitha's letter to him on March 7th, where she had asked the centre to discourage frequent visits of Lankan VIPs to the state as the people were greatly exercised over the island government's conduct on the Tamils issue. Noting that the Sri Lankan VIPs and other dignitaries come on private visits without informing the state government, she wanted such trips to be allowed only after consulting the state. Jewellery showrooms across the city will remain closed for 3 days from today in protest against the union budget. The budget has proposed a hike in duty on gold import from 2 to 4% and levying excise duty of 1% on all types of jewellery. Jewellers feel this could lead to harassment as they would have to deal with more government departments. For customers, the budget proposal would mean at least 7 or 8% increase in prices with immediate effect. Jewellers say ornaments may now cost a minimum of rupees 800 more per sovereign.
மத்திய அமைச்சரால் நேற்று பாராளுமன்றத்தில் சமர்ப்பிக்கப்பட்ட பட்ஜெட்டில் வந்து 2% இருந்த இறக்குமதி வரியை 4% மாற்றிருக்காங்க. அதே மாதிரி எக்ஸைஸ் டியூட்டி சுங்கத்தீர்வை வந்து 1% விற்பனை செய்யப்படும் நகைகளுக்கு 1% சுங்கத்தீர்வை விதிச்சிருக்காங்க. மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் அதாவது செய்யப்படும் செய்கூலியில் 12% சேவை வரி பிடித்தம் செய்து அரசுக்கு செலுத்த வேண்டும். அதே மாதிரி ஒரு 2 லட்சம் ரூபாய்க்கு மேலே விற்பனை செய்யப்படும் தங்க நகைகளுக்கு 1% டிடிஎஸ் பிடித்தம் செய்து அது வந்து வருமான வரித்துறைக்கு செலுத்த வேண்டும். சப்போஸ் யார்கிட்டயா பேன் நம்பர் இல்லைன்னு சொன்னால் அவங்க 20% வந்து வரி செலுத்தணும்னு சொல்லி இப்போ தீர்மானம் போட்டிருக்காங்க. இதை நாங்கள் வந்து முழுவதுமாக எதிர்க்கிறோம்.
The blaring sound boxes fell silent. Cultural troops wound up their performances and flashy sports utility vehicles carrying the leaders of political parties sped away as electioneering came to an end at 5 p.m. yesterday in the Sankarankoil reserved constituency. Minor skirmishes were reported as campaigning attained a feverish pitch before coming to an end. The cadres of various parties were seen indulging in last-minute canvassing for votes. Parties such as the AIADMK, DMK, MDMK and DMDK had inducted their leaders and cadres from various parts of Tamil Nadu, and all of them contributed their bit despite the soaring mercury level. The constituency is going on polls tomorrow and votes will be counted on the 21st. 266 EVMs are all set to be used in 242 polling booths, all of which are found to be sensitive. In a shocking incident, a dead body in a shattered state was found amid sack bags in the GT Express bound to Chennai. This sparked tension in the Chennai Central Railway Station. Our crime correspondent Salim has more details on this.
The government railway police have registered a case and have kick-started an investigation. In fact, sources do tell us that the police are trying to establish contact with the various railway stations between Delhi and Chennai where the train stopped. Now, how did the police find the torso of a dead man? It was around 6:50 this morning when the Grand Trunk Express reached Chennai Central Railway Station, and the platform inspector who noticed the abandoned wooden box informed the RPF. In fact, the RPF Bomb Detection and Disposal Squad headed by Inspector Aragirisamy rushed to the spot. They closely examined the baggage and then they came to know that the bag did not contain any explosives, and then they decided to open the box. When they opened the box, they found the torso of a young man. In fact, they moved the body to the Rajiv Gandhi Government Hospital for a postmortem examination. Now the police say that they are trying to retrieve CCTV footage from various railway stations between Delhi and Chennai. They are also checking whether is there any man missing complaint so that they can match with this case.
We'll move to a short break now. More news and updates will follow. Stay tuned.